Good morning, y'all. Welcome to Karen Hope's Hour-ish of Solid Inspiration. Y'all, this here is the YouTube channel where we grow inspiration. I whispered that like it's a secret, right? It's not a secret. That's not a secret. But sometimes drama's fine. Put a little drama. Little elements of drama is fine as long as it's not petty drama. Man, get on with that petty drama mess. Now, the little elements of drama is always good. Like this here, y'all. This here is the YouTube channel where we grow inspiration. Oh my God, goofiness at its best. Now look, y'all. Okay, so it's a good morning. I have been busy the last couple of days. Now I want to talk to y'all about that, about the busyness. It's not because it's because it needs to get done, but there's reasons why we need to stay busy in the things that we're busy in. Those projects that we must do that are different from our 9 to 5. Let's talk about that. We'll talk about that in this next hour. Well, also, but I'm gonna start it off by tying up a loose end that I feel is a loose end from our last video, y'all. I think about these things that we talk about. They're on my mind before we talk about them, or we exchange the energy, and they're on my mind after, because it's my thought process. This is not just me jumping on the video and talking. It's our thought process. It's not about me just jumping on this video and talking about stuff that we don't know. I'm not teaching anything. This is just real life, and I'm talking about it. I'm willing to talk about my experiences. I'm willing to be transparent so we can exchange energy, human to human. We can learn from each other. All right. This is not all about me saying something to teach something. This is about me saying something to learn something. I'm so excited about this learning that I'm doing. I'm learning so much about myself while I'm meeting people, or not really meeting people because I haven't met anyone yet. I still know my same people. Like, as far as conversation and things like that. But as far as what I'm exposing myself to, the world that I'm exposing myself to, it's you. You're that world. Do you know what I mean? So there is an exchange of this positive energy. And even if it's not positive, I'm learning about myself through the world, because how do I respond to it? How am I reacting to it? That's my business. That's my work. So this is just fantastic, this exchange of energy. And I'm so glad that you all that are watching these videos, you that is watching this video right now, so glad you're part of the experience. You're part of my blessings. So anyway, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I thank God for you, and I thank God that you are willing. You're willing to just be part of this journey with me. It warrants a sincere thank you, and that's what I'm giving you. Okay, so let's tie up this loose end before I talk about these projects, okay, that I really want to talk about. The loose end is this, y'all. Oh God, the last video, which I believe was Saturday, because I don't do anything on well, I know what the Sabbath day is, and we're supposed to keep it holy. And that's the truth. So I have no excuse there. But on Saturday, I did talk about how I don't talk too much on Sundays because traditionally, respectfully, tradition has nothing to do with anything, but out of respect, there are there are servants of God, there are obedient people, men and women who on that day provide a service, and that is encouragement and promise and giving God all glory from the living word of God. And that deserves my respect. Anyone who, I'm telling y'all, whether you agree with it or not, we really have to understand that these people who dedicate their lives to the word of God, y'all, we all have our opinions. We all have our thoughts about it. I do too. But my thought is this: God bless them. God bless every single person who is dedicated to, in whatever way, shape, form that they feel is the truth. Because if it's anchored in the word of God, it is the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. And their dedication to the truth is a beautiful thing. And it deserves to be supported. And if it's not supported, it deserves to be respected. And that respect sometimes is just to shut up and let them do it. Leave your opinion to yourself. They're on a job. They're answering a calling. Are we answering our calling? Because if we were, we would not be worried about someone else's. We would be working on our own diligently and unapologetically, like some people do on Sunday. That's all I want to say, giving all respect to those types of people. Because I do give honor and glory to God, and I know that He leads other people just like He leads me. And when we see it, we know it. And what we should do is respect it, support it. That's what we're here for. That's what having a servant heart is. Seeing and knowing what someone else is doing for the glory of God and for the good of themselves and all, and we support it. And if we don't support it, just be willing to let them do what they do respectfully. Now that I've said that, let's move on to that loose end I want to tie up in a pretty little bow. Okay. I talked about in the last video on Saturday that when we grow up, I used an extreme example. I used my drama. It wasn't petty, but it was dramatic. Yes, I said when we're growing up, you know, it's so early in the morning, y'all. Please forgive my setting. It's early in the morning. It's like 7 o'clock or something like that. You might start to see the people mowing out here in a little bit. People walking their dogs, y'all. Forgive that. And the fact I'm saying all that because, y'all, I'm still mourning right now. You know, so I got my glasses on and like, oh my God. But anyway, this is not about appearances. It's YouTube. But it's not about vanity right now. It's not about vanity. It's about a shine. It's about a glow. And if we're excited about talking about God and His goodness, it happens that way. Okay, you know what? Stop explaining. I've been told, stop explaining yourself. But right now, I'm not explaining myself. Right now, I'm just being transparent. We're being transparent, which is healthy for us all to do. I've got to shake off some things, y'all. I have to learn how to shake off this old feeling of mine of having to explain who I am. And feeling like I need to match someone's expectations no longer. So with that in mind, I'm not going to worry about if I'm explaining because I'm not. I'm being transparent. That's what I'm being. And I'm talking to you. Because this is very nice to do. Okay, tying up the loose end. Y'all, I do need a talk show, don't I? Because I mean, gosh. The yard people started working. I hear them in that window. So y'all just, let's ignore it. If they get too loud, then I'll just stop for the moment. Okay? Thank you so much for your patience. Okay. I talked about how when we grow up from little kids, and like we go to Sunday school, and we go to different places, and we go to, and like be around elders, and the people who God brought through, that He brought them through. Now, this is no lie. And He helped them in the midnight hour. And He showed them miracles by and by and by. And we know. And they taught us, and they know that God's glory is the business, right? But we hear, you're a sinner, you're a sinner, you're a sinner, you're a sinner, you're a sinner. And then be good. You're a sinner, but you better be good. Now, it is an extreme example, but I had to make it extreme. I had to bring in that drama because it's not a lie, but I wanted to start with the most extreme. Sometimes we have to do it that way. That is what drama is. To come to a point. We are victorious. Yes, we sin. Yes, we fall short of the glory of God. Yes, we sin. Therefore, yes, we are sinners because we sin. God also says that we are victorious. He says that we are victorious. He says we are born in sin. He says that we are tempted to sin. He says we will sin. But I mean, golly, people are calling us sinners. God is calling us victorious. Victorious people that will fall off. And you better get back on the saddle. You better get back in the horse's saddle. I'm the horse. You better jump on. You better ride, baby. Into the sunset, baby. You hear that? You know, that's what I'm feeling. So to bring down the drama right quick, to bring down the drama into to make it flow into what we're about to talk about, these projects. Flow. Hey, that is what I'm about to talk about today. The flow. Love the way it works. Love the way it works. Okay. Now, we need to watch how we're talking to people. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially our children, especially our loved ones, the people that we work with, the people that we call friends, the people that we call friends. Are you supposed, and our children and our loved ones, do you think that we're supposed to be talking to them in a way that's offensive, harsh, crass, offensive, insulting? Did I say offensive twice? I don't know. Are we supposed to do that? No, we're not supposed to talk to anybody like that. We are not supposed to communicate to someone saying what they are not. You are not smart. You are not pretty. You are not worth it. You are not. Or switch it around, it means the same thing. Tell them you are, you are not worthy. You are unworthy. Or you tell them something like, you're a jerk. You're an absolute jerk. You are stupid. Or you are, I'm trying to not say bad words. But y'all know that's how it goes. Call somebody everything but the child of God. Or the name their mama gave them. Call them everything. Now let's get back to the children. Stop planting these seeds of negativity into these children. Stop calling these babies stupid. Stop calling them just like their daddy if you don't like their daddy. Stop saying they're just like their mama or not like their mother. When you're trying to hurt their feelings, stop talking to children this way. Because what happens is they grow up feeling like that's what they are. You are dumb. Boy, you ain't gonna get through school. Girl, you ain't never gonna, or just like this or just like that. You act just like them people. I don't even like them people. How in the world are you going to tell your child or anyone that you love or any teenager or even an adult that has heard you talking about someone like so bad all their lives, and then you turn around and say you act just like them? You've said that you've hated someone your whole life and you don't like the way these people are, and you don't like them. You talk about their mama, you talk about their daddy, you talk about their dog, you talk about their job, you talk about everything. You take your time to talk about these things. Find these things in these people. I hope this isn't you. When I'm saying you as a collective, I hope it's not you anymore. It's been me before. More transparency. I'm not saying these things like I'm picking and choosing what other people are doing. I remember what I did. I never talked about my children though, and I've never spanked my children. If my children, one day I'm gonna have them on the video with y'all. Y'all gonna be so with me. Y'all gonna be so tickled at these babies. So tickled. These children are something else. I mean, like, it's just me, like, and two different other people amplified with their own stuff. This is, y'all, I brought I don't bring myself down for the video. No, I don't dumb myself down for the video. But I'm not able to express myself the way that I usually express myself on the video because I'm not up walking around. I do things. I get in the kitchen, I bake cookies, and I make recipes, and I create things, and I create all day. So, like, you're listening to me create words right now and ideas and stuff, but, like, creativity is my thing. I do it all day. And you want to know something? I got 2 children that, like, they may not even take a, they might even do it when they're asleep. I think I take a break when I'm asleep. I'm serious. Like, sometimes I could be sitting here like, oh my God, that would be a great drizzle for fish. And I'll go in there in my kitchen and I'll just pull everything out of the cabinet and start making like different sauces out of nowhere. And I write them down. And then when my kids come home or company comes by, oh my gosh, this is the truth. I've got a brand new meal that I've created and a drizzle for them to try. I don't know. Constantly creating, but we all are, y'all. That's the thing we need to understand, that as we live every day, we're creating the words that we hear, the words that we're supported by, the words that are meant to feed our spirit sometimes can starve it. So we have to be careful of what we're saying to people, children especially, because I'm down for the babies. Look, I'm down for the babies. Don't mess with me. Let me take my glasses off right quick for this, because I need to wipe them under here anyway. Do not mess with me when it comes to some children. I don't care if they're not even mine. Leave those babies alone and you talk to them, y'all. Before I get off the subject, I'll just have to say this public service announcement. Make sure that every single word you say to a child is gentle, well thought out, because that baby is going to take it for the rest of their life. They're going to take it into their lives. It's going to mold what they do, what they say, and how they act toward other people for the rest of their lives. And that's going to determine how their life is. It's going to determine how they love. It's going to determine how they don't love. It's going to determine how they stick around. It's going to determine how they don't stick around. It's going to determine everything that they do in their adulthood. Please be careful what you say to these babies. Be careful. Keep your opinion to yourself. Keep your harsh feelings to yourself. Make sure that if you feel bad about a person, don't put it in your child. Don't put it in your child. Now, let me get back to just grown folks, y'all. Ooh, I get so, talk about a passion. You think that I like words? I do. I love words because they are. But you know why I love words so much? Because they help our babies. It grows our babies. That's their water. That's their sunshine. That's their soil. Our words. So, getting back to what I'm saying. We need to be very, very careful what we're saying to people. How we're saying it. When we talk to people, we tell them what they are. We tell them what they are in goodness. We tell them what they are in value. Like in value, they are priceless. They are worth their weight in gold, platinum, whatever treasure you want to pick. Really and truly, y'all, oh my gosh. Oh, my eyes water so much. Y'all, please forgive that. My eyes just is part of my package. It's part of my package. Yes, y'all. We need to be very, very careful. Now, people, like adults. The things that we say to each other sets our mood. It determines our attitude. It determines how we go into the day. We have a responsibility to each other, y'all. I don't care. I'm going to stop it right now. Stop the malarkey and stop saying I'm not responsible for them. They're responsible for their own stuff. Yes, we are responsible for our own material things, but we are responsible not to go into someone's space with some bull crap and some manipulative energy and then say that they're responsible for how they feel. You're going in with some manipulative energy or damaging energy or insulting energy or something to throw them off course where they have to use their energy to get back on. because of something that you said. Hold on. Here comes the people chopping down the weeds. We talking about chopping down weeds right now. Chopping down weeds. See if y'all go by? Okay. They'll come right back in a minute, but we'll keep talking until they do. So the thing is, y'all, we keep chopping people down with these words, and then we walk away, and then we come back, and then we're saying, oh, they sure are acting funny. Oh, they sure have changed. No, yes, they have changed. You hurt them. You've put something in their spirit that's made them think that they're either unworthy, either being played, either being silly. Here go all these angel bells, y'all. All these noises early in the morning. But you know that means life is going on and God is good. That means somebody out there has a job. We thank God for that. That means that I have Wi-Fi service and internet service going on, and I got a message, more than likely for my children. I thank God for that, right? And I'm talking to you right now. Either way, with the bells going off and the guy about to go by again. Let's see if I hear him coming. With the man that's about to go by on this lawnmower, and this man that is blessed, him and his family is blessed. He's got a job. God is good. I'm glad for him. Do you know? So these are the things that we should be, there he goes, that God I'm glad for that I don't even know. This is how we should be speaking to each other. Period. How we feel, how we're feeling about an organization, or how we're feeling about a global or just local, how we're feeling about people in general, how we're feeling about the collective, how we're feeling should be that we know that it's not in the best condition and state that it should be. We know it's not ideal. We know it's not favorable. And know what we should do? We should speak life into it. By what? Not focusing on what people are doing, but what they can do. With God's grace, mercy, strength, forgiveness, patience, everything. He provides everything so we can do it. Even the most lowly person. You could take a person who maybe no one in the world thinks that they should be anything. God doesn't make nobodies. I'll say it so much. God doesn't make a nobody. That's the world saying that we are nobody. Forget what the world is talking about. You be the world. You be a different part of the world. You be something different in the world. And don't talk like they're talking. Because it's not speaking life. Our job is to speak life. So, with that in mind, I want to speak some life into these projects that we have to do every day. How about that transition? How's that for a little drama? It's not petty. Have all the drama you want, as long as it's not petty and it does not bring in petty. You know, for the petty Mac, you know, what do you call it? The petty labels of the world. You know, petty Mac petty. I mean, you know, it's good for entertainment purposes, y'all, but don't take it into life. Don't let that ooze into your life, because it causes you to say things that do not speak life, and God does not approve. Causes me to say things that do not speak life. That's not the business. God does not approve. It causes us to talk to children based on our feelings. Baby, stop. What? You say, I don't want my children to be like me. I want them to have a better life. I do not want them to have anything. Well, don't talk to them like you're feeling, or they'll be just like you. Do you want it? Do you want it? Are we emotionally imbalanced? Have we been damaged? We know we have. Why are we going to do it to our children or anybody's children? Why would we? They're the new world, y'all. We need to take responsibility and be a little bit more careful about what we're telling people. Tell these babies they're victorious. Tell your friends they're victorious. Tell your neighbors they're victorious. Tell the corner store person they're victorious when they're not feeling so well. When it looks like they're having a bad day, say, girl, you can get through this. Man, it's all right, man. You'll be off work in just a few hours. You get that beer on the bottom of the refrigerator. Look them in the eye and tell them. Because they're thinking they want to go home right now, and they appreciate that someone sees that they're having a bad day, that speaks to their spirit. It's not that hard to do. It's not, you're not trying to get anything from anybody. You're not flirting with anybody at the store. You're not being whatever. And if you are being that way for those reasons, gotta stop that. Gotta stop it. Because it's not nice. It's manipulative. And you're using good energy, not for the good of all, but for yourself, for some type of raggedy and petty and I don't want to say non-God-given. Everything is God-given. But you're going your own route. God will let us do it. He'll let us go our own route. We have choice. But he also tells us there's a consequence with it. So if it's worth it, hey, if it's worth it for you, then do what it do. It's not worth it for me. I'm just telling you, it's not worth it. But, some people can handle their consequences. Some people would choose to say, well, you know what? I can handle the consequence. I want that right now. It's, when it's on purpose, like when that's directly on purpose, that's insane. Sometimes we do get caught up. All of us, y'all, have to say this again. We already know this. I'm not saying anything new. I'm not teaching anybody anything. But we're all going through the same thing. And thank you for allowing me to talk about how God is helping me get through everything that everybody else is going through. Now, that's not dramatic. That's real talk. Even the richest person on the earth, down to the most lowly person on the earth, there's two things we have to worry about. And that is pleasing God before we die. Is that just one thing? I guess I'm going to say that we're going to die. We're going to have to please God because we're going to die. And it helps our spirit and our soul to know that it doesn't stop there. That's where the positivity comes in. God is good. He gives us ways to stay positive. Let me move on. Let me move along in this positivity. Okay, so yesterday, I wasn't on the channel. Sunday I don't do things. Was yesterday Tuesday? Monday and Tuesday. Because y'all, please forgive me. Let me turn this off. Isn't it cool how it rings with the music goes with my ringtone? I really love that. You know what? This phone number right here, there's someone that's been calling me for like the last week that as soon as I answer the phone, they hang up. So it's like some kind of prank call or something. I don't know who that is. Yeah, but whatever. If they can't talk, it's not important. They're not important either. Okay, so, not to me anyway. They're important to someone. How about I put it that way? Right now, if they're calling my phone and they can't say anything, then that means that phone call is not important to me and I could just let it go. Once I pick up the phone to someone that's literally going to speak to me, after calling for the 18th time, if they literally speak to me and say hello, that call becomes important for me to answer, or whatever communication needs to happen, that becomes important. But just a ring in my ear just to pick up and they left a message. Let me see. No, that was Facebook. That wasn't a message. She didn't even leave a message. So, just to say, that kind of threw me off. But that wasn't, I don't want to say they're not important. I had to change that. They are important. Just that conversation obviously wasn't important. Okay. Now, projects, y'all. So I've been in these projects, but listen, this is what I want to say. Getting back to feeling good and being supported and trusting God and just knowing that what's happening in our life is not happening for us, but it's not happening to us, but it's happening for us. And it's happening for good for us, and for the good of all, for God's glory. At all times. It's just what it is. Okay, so I've had these projects to do. And here in the apartment, I have a very, very small apartment. It's not like I have a lot. I don't have square footage of everything. But you know what? This here is my mansion. Oh my God, my sanctuary. I love my apartment. I love my home. I'm like, no. I don't love anything. Okay, I love God. See, what I'm trying to say is we're not supposed to like say, oh, I love it. I'm not trying to say that I love my place and it's all that. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm saying is I have gratitude of flowing over. And what I have right now is exactly what I need. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So the last couple of days, I woke up with a notion. We should go with those notions that we wake up with, and not be pressed by anything else. And I don't know why I had this notion. Well, I didn't know. I woke up like, girl, you need to clean up. Now, yes, it's our regular sweeping and things we need to do. We have our everyday maintenance that we always do to keep our house comfortable, free of critters, because they come inside. I don't have any bugs in here, thank God. Oh my Jesus. There's no bugs in here. But these things need to happen for us to keep our place in order. Everyday maintenance. But we also have those projects that we need to dedicate ourselves to. We need to remove ourselves from the thought that our project, our everyday project, everything that we do is toward making some money. It is. If it don't make money, then it don't make sales. Right? That's the truth. If it's not on its way to some money, if it's not on its way to some prosperity, if it's not on its way to some kind of way to bring in financial stability, it don't make sense. Right? Right. But let me go ahead and tell y'all something before we go today. Okay? About what really makes sense about that. If it don't make money, then it don't make sense. I don't know if that's a jingle already, but I like that melody. It's already a word, but I don't know. If it don't make money, then it don't make sense. Oh God. There's something behind that. First and foremost, we need to get up and thank God for that whatever money-making opportunity that we have, and we better be taking. He didn't put it in our lap for nothing. And He also tests us to let us know if that's what we really want. It's our calling. It's our passion. It's what He wants us to do. He'll test us first. Say, do they really want this? Do they really want to give me glory? Okay, I might not give them too much money. Might not give them money at all. See how we scatter around. See how we move around. We see how we act. Do we really believe God? Do we really believe that He provides? Do we believe that He provides? God provides. But we have a job to do down here. We have our responsibility. We have our part to do. And that is to stay positive. Stay encouraged and motivated. So what? And anchored in God is living word. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Oh my God. His name helps us with our projects. When this is what we need to do. We need to pray about it. Detailed imagination. Tell God, help me with these projects. Help me do what I need to do to help you help me. Because I need to get out of my own way. Starts with our energy. Our energy is what creates these actions and this behavior. Gives us these thoughts. It gives us these ideas to move and to do some things that what will affect our energy in a positive way, so we can start attracting in with God and aligning ourselves with God and His purpose for us. Okay, I usually want to start with our feelings. I always start with our feelings, keep them good. You know, don't keep them all chaotic. Don't keep them. Pray. These projects, they're not only for our 9 to 5. Those are also brilliant and beautiful and blessed ways God keeps us encouraged and brings things coming in. Keeps that flow. Remember I said in the beginning of the video, y'all, when I was talking about drama, being dramatic, because this here is a YouTube channel where we grow inspiration. And action. Oh God. And scene. Y'all, I'm not acting right now. I'm being so serious. These projects, they're not only at work. Your boss give you a project. Your boss, you know, the earthly boss, the one that gives you your paycheck, the one that signs your paycheck. He don't give you a paycheck. That ain't coming out of his bank. The person that or out of his pocket, out of his paycheck, the one that signs your check from God. God is your boss. But the one that signs your paycheck, he tells you, okay, I need you to have this project done in 2 weeks. It's a big project, okay? And you work at it. Get it done, and you get a reward, don't you? You get a flow of money called a bonus. Oh, that bonus, oh, so serious. I like a bonus. I'd say I like bonuses, and I haven't really had too much of financial bonuses, you know what I'm saying? I haven't worked in 10 years. My eyes. Well, wait, outside the house. I've done some writing. I'm not saying I haven't gotten paid for working. I actually went back to work at the preschool. At the preschool about 4 years ago. I tried to go back to work, and my eyes would not allow me. And all those babies, I miss them so much. And the people I worked with, you just can't go back. I just know it was a good memory, and I can smile when I think about it. So that's what's important. But the projects, they're not just for these 9 to 5s, y'all. These projects need to be done in our home. These projects need to be done in our spirit. These projects need to be done in our mind, because it creates a flow. It creates a flow. It removes blockages. It helps God help us. Seriously. I'm going to give you an example. I would turn my computer around, and I would. It's not because I can't look, but I don't want to mess up my position right now. Here, usually there's a window. Usually this window is in front of us, and I'm saying that window right there that's bringing in the awesome sunlight. See, and our lighting might be different now because the sun is actually right behind me, so we may not even be able to see how bright it is. It may be making me look darker because the light is behind. No, not me, but the environment looking darker, because that's how light works. But and it's kind of cloudy outside today too. But anyway, I have my drying rack here of what about, I don't know, it's a lot, maybe 40 garments on this drying rack. So I washed all my dresses yesterday, and I went through and for things to send for donation, because the Lord told me, clutter. Get rid of it. Organize yourself. You know what I'm saying? The videos, Karen Hope, you're constantly thinking. The videos will never go away. You're constantly giving me glory. The writing will never stop. What you need to do to create a flow, to get rid of these blockages, this is God telling my spirit. You know, go get up and clean out these closets. Go get up and get rid of this stuff, these shoes you don't wear. You haven't worn in 15 years. What are you holding on to shoes for? That's also, your babies won't ever wear them shoes. You trying to wait for your Joy, who be TikToking on the block, and then Glory Lee, who is like, mommy, they're not going to be wearing my shoes. Okay, I'm telling you right now. There's nothing that those children will do that they need to wear those shoes that I literally haven't changed out. They're fly though. I mean, but they're 10, 15 years old, and I don't wear them anymore. I was wearing them before I was having children, and I was going to fancy places. I was going to the Smithsonian. I was going to banquets. I was going to black tie and boots events. I don't do that anymore. That's not my life anymore. Not yet. I'm not right now. There goes more dinging, y'all. We're going to hear a few indications. I'm not doing that right now. I'm not saying that I'm not going to do it again. Then I was helping prepare for the black tie. I was doing the busy work. Maybe in the next 10, 20 years, I will be the black tie and boot event. Who knows? That's for God to reveal by and by. The thing is, we have projects, y'all, that we need to do, that we need to remove ourselves from these 9 to 5s and doing the project for someone else. There are projects that we need to do for ourselves that are going to allow the flow of what God has for us to come in. If we have blockages, if we have too much room, here's an example. If we have too much room, what if God came right now, drove a whole moving truck up to the front of my house? Not a moving truck. God, what am I supposed to say? Yeah, I'll say moving truck because there I go with the drama. Why not an extreme example just to get the point across? It's not messiness. It's not pettiness. This is for the glory of God, and this is for to give us encouragement and motivation. So here I go with my drama. God could pull a whole Mayflower. Yeah, I like to get country sometimes. A whole Mayflower truck right in front of this apartment, right here. With every piece of furniture, live equipment that I have, flat stoves, microwaves. I'm talking about where I live now. I'm not talking about somewhere that I don't live, because I know that one day the house that I have will have all these things too. But right now, if God was to come to my situation right now and say, let's go, let's get it moving. I got stuff for you, girl. And I say, oh, hold on, God, can you come back? Because God, oh, God, I got to get rid of all this, and I got to get rid of this, and I got to get rid of this. When all they have to do is the movers, God's movers, all they have to do is just pick the shit up. All they have to do. Human is human is human. All they have to do is pick the stuff up. Oh, that slipped. All they have to do is, y'all, please forgive me that, but we're grown. All they have to do is pick the stuff up and get it out of here. I'm so embarrassed. I'm not going to stop this video. Human is human, y'all. Please forgive me. That'll never happen again. And if it does, it's just a slip. We're grown. All they have to do is pick the stuff up and get it out of here. See, that's an example right there. I haven't gotten it all out. There's stuff that still needs to get out of here. Right? I'm not gonna let that throw me off. Let's get back on my saddle here, y'all. I really do apologize about that. I can't believe that slipped out. And then again, I can. Now, what if God was saying these things, get it out, and I'm saying, God, I have to wait a few days, like I just did. I have to wait a few days. I have to move some stuff. I have to get some stuff out. And he's like, I'm out of here. I'm going to go on to the next, because you should be ready. You should be ready. All we had to do was get this stuff out of here, put it in. You got to do this cleaning. You got to do this removing. You got to do some hanging up. You got to do all this. You got to you got to get rid of the bags. You got to get rid of the stuff. You got to clean out your drawers. Nope. I'm moving along. You don't have enough room. I'll be back. At this point, our reactions and our responses, God, thank you. Need to become such when we miss those opportunities, when we slip up and say things we're not supposed to say, when they're right there on the surface. Yeah, I'm telling you, because that's what's really going on with me right now. I'm glad that happened. Because we need to remove these things. Get rid of the stuff. Get rid of the clutter. Get rid of the bad words. Get rid of the bad feelings. Get rid of the bad behavior. Get rid of it. To allow a flow to come in and replace those things that no longer serve us with something better, including some good words. Wow, y'all. Now, look, today's going to be different, isn't it? It's going to be different. I am so tempted to start this video over, but my spirit's telling me not to. And I'm going to listen, because it is about clearing out the clutter. It is about getting rid of that bad stuff. It is about that. It is about facing it, making yourself a project, making your closet a project, making your washroom or your yard something dealing with your home and your environment, where you stay anchored, where you go and rest, where your sanctuary is, the place that should not be a hornet's nest, the place that should be organized, the place where your good energy flows from, your home. Your home. But we can't expand it out to our physical homes because we have shelter. Our spirit has shelter and our flesh has shelter. All provided by God. God, oh God. Do I want to say I'm embarrassed? No, I'm not embarrassed. I want to say, geez, Karen Hope. There's clutter. This is the reason why I've been working so diligently here on projects here in my home the last couple of days. This is why my spirit and my soul is telling me, declutter, organize, get it together, do what you need to do. You still have a video to do. You still have writing to do, y'all. I write on Facebook. I write on another social platform called Reddit. I don't know if it's Reddit or Read It. I don't know which one it is. I do some other writing on a daily basis. I wake up writing in my dream journal. I go to bed writing. I have a vision board that I don't have pictures. I have a vision board that I have little bitty notes everywhere, and like little. It looks like little clouds, like bubbles. You know, like with the cloud, with the thought in it. Those are pasted all over my vision board. So at night, I have this collage of different thoughts. That's probably about, I don't know, maybe about 3 years old. It's a 3-year ongoing vision board. I do that too. In the middle, it's, I don't want to say I've been so busy like with the kids, because they're gone. They've been gone. My babies have been gone since May 27th, vacationing with my parents, and they should be back at the end of July. So I'm not busy with the mommy things, no, but I understand that I have the time to be busy. I have the opportunity to be busy, cheerfully busy, willingly busy, to declutter physically, organize my space. Because what it does for all of us, y'all, every single one of us, is it allows, we feel better. We feel better. We can sit down and work. If you're a person that crunches numbers all the time, it just seems like they flow in better, right? The declutter, your physical space, things flow in. We're able to think about what we need to do. We're able to ground ourselves better. We're able to go into the closet and look for a t-shirt right quick and put it on if we have to go to the store. Do you know what that kind of energy gives you when you have to go quickly, but then you have to look? You have to look around, you have to throw things around, and then when you get back, you got to put it all back because you're rushing. Organization creates a flow of things being out, the things that are all jumbled up out, and all the things that, and it allows the things that are in order to come in and stay. Because if things are in order and we try to force it into something that's chaotic and, messy, like a messy closet. For instance, you get brand new clothes and you put them in the closet. They get mixed up with the old clothes, and then they're just in there. Then sort of almost don't even appreciate it because it's in the middle of things that you already don't appreciate, and you got something new, and it's just added on to the things that you don't appreciate. Get rid of the old things, like feelings and behaviors and language. I'm talking to myself right now. And we will try our best. And here, this is the thing right here. We will try our best. We'll do whatever we have to do. This is life. We will slip up. We will have an accident. We will. We should be able to when we are organized on the inside. And our thoughts are gathered. Our thoughts are gathered, and we're trying to get rid of those things that are cluttering, and we get rid of it. When something flows in bad, it can keep going. It doesn't stop us, does it? It won't throw us off our game. We can say, oh, well, I got to work on that. Keep going. It would have been petty. It would have been real petty. I'm going to tell you why it would have been real petty for me to stop this video just because of a slip up. Because that slip up doesn't define who I am. It defines that, that just says that sometimes I might just say something, might just slip out. Does it slip out for you? Oh, okay. If it doesn't, oh my God, I'm trying to get there. Okay? We all have our time. We all have our pace. And when it's at God's pace, when we understand it's at God's pace, then we can be okay with it, right? And we can be okay with the people that are not. Because, I don't know. The people that would not be okay with someone's mistake is someone that is petty and judgmental. And that means that we can be that way for ourselves too. We can be very petty toward ourselves and very judgmental toward ourselves, and that's not a good look. It's not the right thing to do. We are victorious, even over some bad words. And even if we're not victorious over the slip-ups, we're victorious over how we react, how we respond, and know that more than likely it was for a reason. And the reason was for us, not someone else. It's for our good, for our growth, which in turn is for the good of all. Because we have a purpose, and our purpose is beautiful. Every single one of us have a purpose, and it's God-given. Yeah. So, hey, take on some projects today. Take on a few projects, okay? Think about what it is that you need to do. Now, remember, of course, think about your money, okay? Think about your job. Think about your family. You need to make this money, okay? This money. It needs to flow in. We have bills to pay. We have cars to pay for. We have insurance. We have food. I have 2 growing girls. I have a 12-year-old. She's about to be 12 August 24th. And a 16-year-old about to be 16 July 22nd. Okay, I need to be taking care of these 2 people. We need to keep ourselves financially stable. That is not our goal in life. Our goal in life, our main goal in life, is to be stable and grounded in the living word of God and his word and his promises about who we are, and we are victorious. We are salt and light. We are justified. We are loved. We are adored. We are in his hands. The whole world. That is what we should be focused on. And in turn, in the process, and because of it, it flows over. That's why we say God, He overflows. Our cup runneth over. Because it flows into our jobs, and it flows into our money, and it flows into our homes. It flows, it flows, it flows. God is the wave, it flows. When we get rid of those things that are stopping the flow, there's no work that He stops, that He does not finish. I promise you, He's going to finish it. Even if the time that we have to do it is just 5 minutes. He started it in us when we woke up, when we came to the earth. He started it in us when we took our first breath of earthly air. Now, depending on the people that we have had around us, depending on how they were dealing with their flow, depending how they were dealing with their organization, as to how early we understand what our purpose is. Because it helps us see it for ourselves. Sometimes it's when we're very, very young. Sometimes it takes it when we're, a lot older. I don't want to say very old, but whatever it is, it's God's time, right? And that's what we need to focus on. Those things that allow in that flow so our money does stay good. And when I say good, it may not be the millions of dollars that we're thinking, although go for it. You can have that too. Go for it. But what I'm saying right now, in this moment, if you don't have $1 million, you better make sure that your spirit is feeling $1 million. It's feeling that way. And you're making room for it. You don't hold on to trash. You don't hold on to piles and piles of trash. You don't keep trash piling up in your closets, holding on to things for the last 50 years and expect that when you get your $1 million, you have enough room to even put what you got to do in your place. Symbolically speaking, metaphorically speaking, figuratively speaking, theoretically speaking, literally speaking. Did I say that? We'll even say faithfully speaking, because this is about speaking life. This is about life. It's not necessarily about a good life. It's just about the life that we're supposed to have, that's for the good of us and for the good of all. I don't like that good and bad life thing. I mean, it's good. It's good to say. It gives us a reference. It gives us a little reference. Very little reference. What it's about is balanced. Balanced life. It's about a stable life. It's about a faithful life. It's about a peaceful life. You cannot have those things without flow. Financially abundant life. Emotionally abundant life. Spiritually abundant life. Period. Y'all, the money that we need, even if our 9 to 5 is minimum wage, doesn't matter. The amount of money that we make does not determine our value. It could be that you're bringing in millions a year. Okay? If we are not allowing the flow of good energy and good feelings to come in, that 9 to 5 is going to seem like the worst thing in the world. And it was a trap. You don't want to be there. You'll be stuck in stagnant energies, beating yourself up, not appreciating what you have right now, and getting rid of the old feelings and stuff, and let that goodness flow in. It is a blessing. It is a blessing. It is a blessing. And the more you see that it is, the more you treat it, the more you feel like you want to do what you're doing. Y'all, it's the truth. Do you think just because I don't go outside in a 9 to 5 that I would rather, do you hear me? I would rather, but I will get rid of that I would rather. It's serving me no purpose. I can't. So, being transparent, I have to say it is what it is, and this is what I have, and get rid of that I would rather. I'm going to get rid of that. Because I would rather nothing. Right now is what it is. What it is. And God, when you start making things different, elevate me from this, and my feelings, my behaviors, and even in my company. When we start asking God to help us with these things, because we're in something that's not so ideal, something that we did not expect to ever. And we just go with the flow. It helps us get through. It helps everyone that's around us know that they can get through whatever they're going through by switching up our attitude and our mood, getting rid of the clutter. It doesn't just mean the closets. It doesn't just mean the cabinets. I'm pointing that way because I'm going to go organize my pots and pans and also organize my pantry this week. Not today, but I'm taking the week to organize and declutter. My kids are not here. I might as well take the time now, right? It's the summer. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm not going to apologize again for making that slip up, but yeah, I apologize again. Oh my God, I'm human. I'm so human. I told y'all I wasn't an angel, though. I do know my responsibilities. And I do know what I'm supposed to do. I do know what's expected as a standard when it comes to being on YouTube and carrying yourself a certain way on YouTube, in public, and even in my home. So just know, y'all, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up, and don't go back and forth explaining, because a lot of times people don't even, they say, girl, or man, look, what do you hear a lot? I've been there, done that. Oh, you're good. Oh, it's okay. We understand. You might even get a giggle. You might even get a, Well, that's fine too. But that's not for you. That's for them. That's just telling them where they are in their spirit. Which probably isn't some clutter. But anyway. Just saying. Y'all. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video that's different today. We had a little slip up. But maybe not. Maybe it wasn't a slip up. It's what I needed to hear. That's not a slip up. God is good. I hope this video is meeting you and yours. I guess I should have said this earlier. But you know what? If you like this video, if you like it, well, let me finish my thought. God, did you see how I just acted like the whole Gemini right now? Jeez. If I didn't say it before in the beginning of the video, y'all, I hope this video is meeting you and yours. Having a fantastic day. A beautiful day. It is very early, y'all. I think at this point, let me see hold on, so I don't have to squint, y'all. Now, these are my favorite glasses. The only reason why I don't wear them on the video is because I've had about 5 family members. My Aunt Wanda and my baby sister are 2. I'll just call them right now. My Aunt Wanda said, baby, can we get you another pair of glasses looking like my mama? And say I got glasses just like Grandma. And actually, Grandma did wear glasses like this when I was growing up. They were just like a little thicker. I don't know, but they were about that thick. Oh, Sally Jane. My grandmother dyed her hair pink, y'all. I had the coolest grandma on the planet. God rest her soul. Oh, Sally Jane. But anyway, Aunt Wanda, who is my daddy's baby sister and only sister, said, niece, I need you to take off those glasses. And my baby sister, Laurie, who is in Rome right now, in Naples, serving our country. She works for a NATO. She's part of NATO. And she says, they call me ham hock, y'all. I think I said that before. but my brother and my sisters call me Ham Hock. It's only because I've just not been I've been physically fit. I'm not saying that I'm not a fit person. I'm just not a skinny person, and never have been skinny. I've never just been skinny. So they call me Ham Hock because they tend to be skinny. They're twins too. Larry and Laurie is my baby brother and sister. They're twins and they're so sweet, and they do many, many things. And I also have an older sister. She's a pastor in Dallas. God bless her too. Yeah, so anyway, Laurie, who aka Fiki, we call her Fiki, she said, Ham Hock, I don't ever want to see you again. What do I have to do? Do I need to get you some frames from Italy? I told her, go visit Milan, baby. Get me some frames. If you want to, I'll wear them. But I still think these are my favorite glasses. So I'm going to put on my glasses. I said all that to say that I'm going to put on my glasses and look at the time. Let's see here. Y'all, you know what? Oh, see, it's earlier than what I thought. It's 7:45 a.m. Yeah, so it's still pretty early this morning. So I hope this video is meeting you. More than likely, you're not watching it because you're probably on the road, probably already in your office. But maybe lunchtime you'll see it. Maybe by the time you get home. So I hope that this video is meeting you, having a fantastic day. Or if your day is already, winding down, I hope you had a fantastic day. I hope God provided everything you needed. Actually, He did. I hope you realized, you saw, and you understood. God provided you everything you needed today to be exactly who you need to be, and that is victorious. Thank y'all for being here. If you like this video, now we can go to that, and I can jump into that thought. You see how this is not easy? This is not easy. Now you see why it's not hard for me to talk on this video for an hour. And I should have changed it from 15 minutes to an hour. Because, baby, that's what it is. God bless you and yours, y'all. Continue to have a fantastic time. No matter how much time you have left in the day, have a fantastic time with that. And if that means resting, well, rest well. If that means reading a good book, read a good book. If that means just peace and quiet and, closing yourself behind the door while your family is fed and well and everybody's happy, you can still hear the kids laughing and you can still hear, your husband in there watching the football game. I don't have any of these things here right now, but I've had them before, so I know what it looks like. I've been there before. I have a mom and dad, been there before. You've been there before. You know what it looks like. Imagine it. Imagine it. Even if you haven't had it for yourself, you've walked into someone's house and you've seen it. And you've been like, oh, this is nice. I like the feeling here. This is nice. And that's for you. Doesn't matter who it belongs to. If it comes to you, that's for you. Thank God for it. Thank God for the notion. Thank God for the faith. Thank God for the hope and the imagination that sees you in the same thing because it's yours. Victory. I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Now I'm going to go somewhere and work on this cussing. Or pray about it. That's my word. Just pray about it. Because it's going to happen. It's a word. It's a word. Oh my God. Oh, love and light to y'all. Please thumbs up this video if you liked it. Share, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel where we grow inspiration. Talk to y'all later.